a great example of that. And I think what we'll do is this fall, we will cover paradoxes for a whole month and for a segment of the daily challenge, because I think they're that powerful. And there's a lesson that I'm thinking through these, and I'm like, oh man, I can think of a lesson of how I learned that for each one of these. And I'm sure by the time fall rolls around, I can find at least 30, 31 of them to share for an entire month. So, and then here's the other time-saving efficiency trick. I can use it both for the Supersize Your Business group and tie that to, well, what does this mean to our business? And do it for the challenge too. So what am I doing? I'm being effective and efficient because I'm using the same topic for both. And why did I think of that? Well, because I did both today, right? Our idiom for Supersize Your Business was, does it take money to make money and supersize your business? Our idiom, or our lesson for today in the annual challenge was, does it take money to make money? And so we can talk about the same topic, which is why I'm kind of excited about that for the fall. I always like when I find ways to streamline or improve a process or make things simpler and easier for myself or for other people. So if I'm thinking about this paradox, well, if I hate a trait or something I see in other people, do I need to look at that in myself? And following my sudden cardiac arrest, judgment, before I dropped dead, I would say I was a very critical, judgmental person. And after that experience, after the coma, after the freezing, after the everything, and I woke up, all of a sudden I had zero tolerance for any kind of judgment or anything criticizing or negative about other people, including myself. And every time I even thought a judgmental thought, it really, really bothered me and made me feel bad, because if I was noticing that trait in other people, it was because it was a behavior in myself that I absolutely positively needed to change. Now, does it take a death experience to realize that there might be a trait you're seeing in other people that you don't like in yourself? No, absolutely not. So I think it'd be really powerful to talk about those and share examples from my own life. It's going to be embarrassing. I already know. I mean, admitting that I was a super duper judgmental, angry person prior to my sudden cardiac arrest, or frustrated and unhappy, not angry as much as I was frustrated and unhappy because my life was like not going the way I wanted it to, except for my kids, in any direction. I was so off track and off course of what I should have been doing with my life, because I thought it was what I was supposed to be doing and should be doing for other people, that I would rather have checked out than continued living that way. And that gave myself permission to make that massive changes that I needed to make in my life. But I was too afraid and too scared and too judgmental and too frustrated and too stuck in my own ball of emotions to actually bust out, realize, look at, and think, oh, hey, it's up to me to make a change. So I think doing paradoxes would be fun, educational, powerful, give me an opportunity to practice looking for stories in my past and sharing those in a way that communicates the message that I'm trying to share, because that's an area I want to improve in. I really want to get better at communicating and telling stories. It's not like I don't have thousands and thousands of stories. I just don't know how to present them in a way that people can relate to. And so that's a skill I want to, in the area of communication, get better at. So guess what I'll probably be talking about when it comes to communication? How can I become a better storyteller, right? Anyway, so paradoxes. Does it take money to make money? I think it was interesting that as I researched that from the same source, Inc.com, Inc. magazine, which is just a business magazine, right? Had an article saying, no, it doesn't, in July. They were both in July. I thought this was fascinating too. July of 2006, no, it doesn't take money to make money. And then July 30th of 2015, yes, it does take money to make money. So to me, that's a paradox. And that's something that people can look at from different sides and get an opposite answer for them. But whatever we decide to believe becomes true for us. So I think that like idioms, it's just another way to learn and get to know ourselves better and understand what makes us tick, and think about, well, is this really true for me? Does it take money to make money for me? No. Have I believed that in the past? Heck yeah, because people say it over and over and over again. And if you hear something often enough, you can get brainwashed into starting to believe it. That's why it's so important to take a deep breath, take a step back and say, is this true for me? Or is this just something that I've heard my entire life? Or something that my mom always said, or my dad always said, or I heard on the news that, over and over and over again. Is the world really a terrible place? Or is the world a wonderful place full of all kinds of players, some good, some bad, some ugly, some beautiful, but everybody out doing their own thing? And does that make the world an ugly, terrible, evil place, or a beautiful melting pot of experiences that we can partake in? How you choose to view it and perceive it becomes your reality. So you can live in the doom and gloom, negative, unhappy, frustrated world, or you can choose to look for the things that light you up, make you happy, and follow those. All right. Any questions? Hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Bye.